I'm actually interviewing 4 cosplayers, one for each Saturday in October, to celebrate Halloween on my channel.
Cool.
First thing is, do you have anything planned out for Halloween?
Yeah, so here in Atlanta, there's a convention called Anime Week in Atlanta that's this year it's over Halloween. Like the first day is Halloween, so I'm doing Dobby with my friend Slade, who's Slade Valentine on Instagram, as Toga. And I'm gonna have a shirt that says Trick on it, and they're gonna have a shirt that says Treat on it. I'm very excited. It's gonna be cute.
I can't wait to see it. I love your Dobby cosplay. It's one of your best ones, I would say.
Thank you. I put a lot of work into it.
Actually, how long does it take for you to put the makeup on for Dobby?
Oh boy. So yeah, okay. So my Dobby cosplay has had a long evolution. In a year ago, I used to use latex for it. So I'd use liquid latex and tissue paper and kind of layer those on my skin. That took 4 hours.
Uh-oh.
So yeah. So I stopped. And now I'm using just face paint and eyeshadow, and that takes an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half. I want to get a prosthetic for it, maybe, because I want the texture of burn scars, but I don't want to take 4 hours. So I'm still working on a solution for that, but right now it's an hour and a half.
So when did you first start cosplaying?
So I started cosplaying Halloween 2013 because like every Halloween before this point, I was like a witch, and I was tired of it because it was the same thing over and over again. And for some reason, I wanted to do Marceline from Adventure Time, and she's got her axe base, right? And I wanted to have that as a prop, and so I was looking up stuff online. And all of the toy ones just kind of look like they look awful. They look like toys. So somewhere in there of my research, I saw a tutorial for how to make it out of wood. And I was like, holy shit, you can make that? So I kind of fell down a rabbit hole of research and made my own, which is the same one that I still have. I've totally repainted it. And that's how I got started. I made my axe base out of insulation foam when I was 13. And I've been kind of doing it ever since.
So do you remember the first time you cosplayed at a con?
I think it was Dragon Con 2014. It was like right before I started my freshman year. And I think I did Castiel from Supernatural. And oh god, this was back when I was a super hulock and cringy. Bad times. But I had fun, and I went with a bunch of my friends who I had just met and spent the rest of high school with. And it was really nice.
Do you remember the feeling you had walking in?
Ah man, Dragon Con, it used to feel like you're walking into Wonderland, because it's such a huge convention. There was 80,000 people who went this year. It's like you're walking into a whole nother world where everyone around you is just as into the same nerdy stuff you are and just as excited about it. And also it was just so fun because everyone's so hyped up and energetic, and normally people just don't really care, or if they do care, they're kind of low key about it, just kind of another hobby. But with Dragon Con, there's so many different people dressed up around you, and everyone's there to have a good time, and it's just a kind of magical feeling.
Does being online as a cosplayer compare differently to going to cons?
Definitely. It's really different. Whenever I'm at cons, I just kind of feel like another person, more or less, especially when I'm around my friends. But online, it's yeah, I've got this whole image I gotta keep up. When I'm at a con, I'm just kind of having fun as myself, but everything I put online is so carefully curated, just so my content is high quality.
This next question could possibly be the most important out of this whole interview.
Okay.
Based on your reviews, do you have an apple juice that you would recommend to the viewers?
Okay, It's funny you asked that because I was just like debating whether or not I was gonna drink it, like just now. So it's the apple cider that I got from Aldi's. I don't know when I first reviewed it, but I was very excited about it. It is the it is the best apple cider I have ever tasted in my life. It's so amazing. Oh my god. And it's seasonal, so you can only get it like for a couple weeks out of the year. And so my whole family like stocks up on them.
Is there a cosplay that you've always wanted to do but just never had for resources or time?
There's a couple. Right now, Maka from Soul Eater is coming to mind. Because, oh my god, her coat is just cool looking and I want a giant scythe. And that's just been like a thing that I've always wanted to do for years but never really had the opportunity to. Or really the skill to, because her coat, like it looks simple, but getting that to billow correctly is going to be really difficult. Since it's not like a dress, I can't just put a hoop skirt under it. It's just kind of free floating because it's an anime coat. I might do her soonish. That's like within the next 5 years is what that means. Because my friend is doing Stein and a couple other, and Krona.
Do you have someone who's willing to do Soul with you as well?
That's a good question. I might have to do it myself. That's another one. I've wanted to do Soul for a while too, mostly because he plays piano and I also play piano.
Do you have a system to pick out your characters, or is it more so, I love this character, I need to cosplay as this character?
It's basically the second one. Two things for me to want to cosplay a character. I need to like them and really like their design. I think now as time goes on, me liking the design is more and more important than just wanting to cosplay the character. Since I'm gonna put a lot of time and effort and money into the design, I better like it first. Like, I'm planning on doing a Bakugo's winter hero outfit at some point, maybe next year or the year after. And I didn't even like him as a character when I put him on that list. I do now, but I didn't even care about him. It's just his hero outfit is so fucking cool.
And I saw that you have over 20 Homestuck cosplays of each individual character. Is there something that just pulled you into Homestuck, or was it the characters or their designs to cosplay as them?
It's been such a long time since I got into Homestuck that it's hard to remember. I just remember I got just totally sucked into it when I first started reading it in 2014, and all of my friends in high school were super into it and were also cosplayers, so it was just kind of this kind of thing I was always surrounded by. And I also genuinely love the comic. It's just it's a good story, and it's such a unique way to tell the story, and all of the characters are so just interesting and memorable, and it means a lot to me personally, just because it's been such a part of my life for so long. So that's why. And as for why I have so many, it's because I could. I literally, there was a whole year. So now I've just got all these cosplays just kind of sitting around. I don't want to sell them because they mean a lot to me, but they're just sitting there now.
Yeah, I cosplay myself, and I remember selling my first few cosplays or getting rid of them, and now I'm just I'd really like to cosplay as that character, but I don't have an entire outfit anymore.
Yeah.
It's very saddening.
Yeah, that's what I'm very afraid of. Especially since I have so many of them. Whenever my friends want to cosplay but we're not sure what we want to do, they bring makeup and come to my house because I have a shit ton. And I have something.
Out of all of your cosplays, do you have a favorite character specifically to cosplay as? And then is that different from an outfit you like to wear?
This is a hard question. It changes. Right now is definitely a toss-up between Dobby and Hawks, because that's my current hyperfixation. But my favorite, definitely Dobby, because it's such a confidence booster, having the long coat and the weird makeup and weird hair, and knowing that you look really weird but also really cool. It is such a confidence booster, and it's just fun. It's just super fun.
Do you have a best and worst con story?
One of my best con stories, I can't think of a specific thing. Just whenever I'm in and I'm my friends, I meet a friend of a friend, or a group of people who are friends of their friends, and I just get along with them immediately. And my friends and their friends and everyone's just hanging out and having a great time. that's just really amazing, and I really love that. I had one of those moments at Atlanta Comic Con this year where like I met some new friends, and then later like we got along so well that we planned to go to Six Flags a couple weeks later, since I live near Six Flags, and that was just a great time. It was very fun, pure.
Do you have any upcoming cosplays that you can talk about or tell us about?
Yeah, so I don't do secret cosplays because I get too excited. I'll tell everyone about it. So my next cosplay, well, I just technically finished Hawks. Technically, it's not quite done, but it's basically done.
Okay.
My next one after this is going to be Zuko for MomoCon next year. Okay. And some of my friends are doing like the emo squad. One of my, I think do we have Azula, May, the other girl's name who I can't remember, the gymnast. My friend who is an actual gymnast is going to be cosplaying her, and that's going to be incredible. After that, I'm making Hawk's wings, like big wings. And I want to do this for Dragon Con, and I want them to be nice and impressive, and it's going to be so fucking hard, and I'm going to have to start prototype. I'm not letting myself think about making it until next calendar year, because I know once I do, I'll get sucked in for like 6 months. But I'm super excited for that. And then after that, probably Bakugo, because his design is so good.
So you have a story on your Instagram about a dummy thick Obi-Wan. Can you tell me that like whole story?
Yeah. Okay, give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay, so you know the Solid Snake dummy thick meme, right? Like that was a thing that was going around a while ago, and someone like asked or paid Solid Snake's actual voice actor to record the like dummy thick audio. Like, oh, I'm trying to sneak around. And, like, so like he got his actual voice actor did this, and people lost their shit. And around the same time, people on and off were getting like famous voice actors to say stuff like gay rights or trans rights. Okay, so what happened was I was looking at the guest list for Atlanta Comic Con this year, and I saw that James Arnold Taylor was going, who's the voice of Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars and also in the video games. So I was like, okay, galaxy brain moment. I'm gonna pay Obi-Wan Kenobi to say that he's dummy thick. Like, I'd been planning this for months in advance and told everyone I knew about it because I was so excited. And like, the day finally comes and I walk up to James Arnold Taylor and I'm like losing my shit already. Like, I could barely talk because I was like just kind of like nervous and also excited. And I explained to him like, yeah, this is a thing that's going around. Here's a video of Solid Snake's voice actor doing it, since I didn't want to like say the words. And of course, like after he sees the video, he's like, "Oh yeah, of course David would do that," which is just fascinating. Like, I want to know David.
I love how he's like, dude, that's so him. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just like that. And so I asked him, "Would you be willing to record this for me?" And I paid $40 for this. Just so you know. Like, and he said, like, well, he can't say all of it, but he'll make up something. So it was like, okay, thank you so much, because I thought he would just say no. Like, I was fully prepared for him to just say no and like go home with my trophy prize of him saying like, I don't know, trans rights or something. So he actually agreed to do it. And then the video that's on my Instagram and also viral on Twitter is like, he said, "Oh yeah, I'll improvise some things," and then he...
Hello there, this is General Obi-Wan Kenobi. It appears I'm dummy thick. I'm unable to get around here. I don't know, all the blasters, so uncivilized. Must call Anakin. Anakin? Anakin? Oh, Anakin's filming this. Hello, Anakin, how are you? Yes. Are you dummy thick as well? Very good. May the force be with you. Stay dummy thick.
Said that, and I lost my shit multiple times. And thus an iconic meme was born.
I love that story so much.
It was very fun. Very fond memories.
Well, thank you so much for recording with me. For those who are watching and don't know who you are, would you like to give a plug to your Instagram?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, so hi, I'm Cammy or Dave. I can't decide which one. My Instagram and TikTok and YouTube are all Turntechgoshead. That's Turntechgoshead.
Well, shit.
Bye.